Om Shri Sai Ram. Today we are going to see the third session of triangles from ninth standard mathematics. Previously we saw about triangles basics and introduction of that with their median, altitude and their congruent, congruence, SAS congruence, AAS congruence, ASA congruence. Now the balance two criterias are there, that is SSS and RHS. That is what we are going to see in this session. Let us see. So but before going into it, previous session I gave one assignment. I think all have tried it. So let me try now. So today's topics will be assignment which we gave in the session 2 and the theorem SSS and RHS solvables. You know, it will be easy only. So let us start with the assignment which is given on the session 2. I told that it is a very easy one. Just what we have to do, just drop another one line here. So let us see. ABC and DBC are two isosceles triangles. Here they have used the word isosceles triangle. So immediately what should your brain tell? So two sides are equal and their opposite angles are equal. Your brain should tell that. So two isosceles triangles on the same base BC show that angle ABD is equal to angle ACD. Okay, but they have divided the triangle in another way. They have asked the question in another way. So what we have to do? We have to start from the question. So what they have asked? ABD. So what triangle I need? I need a triangle ABD. So I'm going to drop a line. That means just join A and D. You will get ABD triangle separately and ACD triangle separately. Let us prove it. So what they told? They told that A, B and C is an isosceles triangle. That means two sides equal, so their angles also equal. And then they have given DBC. But D should be here or here. In the figure itself they have given the D is here. In that also they have told DBC is also an isosceles triangle. So these two sides are equal. So what they asked, I have to prove ABC angle is equal to ACD angle. By looking at the figure itself I can tell. If I drop a line here, here they are already, it is everything shown. I have AB is equal to AC, then BD is equal to CD and my AD is standing common for both the triangles. So easily with who I can tell? Yes congruency. I can tell that both the triangles are congruent, right? So what I have to write? Just easily I can write AB is equal to, first I have to write in which triangle I am talking about. In triangle ABD and triangle ACD. So in this AB is equal to AC and BD is equal to CD and my AD is standing common, right? So side congruency, S congruency, I can tell that both the triangles are congruent. Since both the triangles are congruent, just comes my helper CPCT. He will come and tell that if the sides are equal, then my angle should be equal. So with the help of CPCT, I can tell that all the angles are equal. In all the angles, my needed angle also there. So by that CPCT, I can tell angle ABD is equal to angle ACD. So you don't even have to think this and all. Just look at the figure and bring the pattern what you have to write. Then just write it on. That's all. Okay. So this is the given and I have given the answer also. I think you understood. This is the easiest one, easiest assignment I have given, I think. So let us go to the today's session. Today's session, first thing. See, look at the heading SSS congruency. But now only I proved a sum on the basis of SSS congruency. That means why I have to prove that theorem? Everyone will not accept. So we spoke about axiom and also theorem. So now there is a question that SSS congruency is an axiom or a theorem. Now what is an axiom? Axiom is just a fact. We don't need to prove that. But theorem needs a proof. So now we are about to prove it. Yes, SSS congruency is a provable one. Now how we will prove? Let us see. So for that, what and all need? If two triangles are there and all the sides are equal, then we have to tell that two triangles are congruent. Okay, if two triangles there, three sides there, then what we need? Already I know if side, angle and side. That means a side, angle, side is equal, then I can tell that is a congruent because already I have proved that. So this SSS congruency will go and ask a help with SAS that please come and help me to prove myself as a congruence. Is it right? So that is what we are going to see here. See, if three sides are equal to three sides of another triangle, then two triangles are congruent. If three sides of one triangle and equal to three sides of the other triangle, then both the triangles are congruent. This is the theorem. Next, what is given? Two triangles is given. Next, what is given? Their sides are equal. So, their corresponding sides PQ is equal to XY, PR is equal to XZ, QR is equal to YZ. That is what they have given. Next, what I have to prove? Just I have to prove that both the triangles are congruent. So for that, SSS is wanting the help from who? SAS. That means I have these two sides are equal. Just I need any one angle should be equal. That's all. It may be Q or it may be P and X or it may be Q and Y or it may be R and Z. Whichever if it leads, we can use it. Okay, it is not that only Q and Y should come. No, just we need SAS. That's all. Okay, let us start the proof. So we have given two triangles, right? Nothing more than that. So we need some alteration in that. So what we are going to do? We are going to make some constructions. So with this XYZ triangle, I may not be able to reach my destination. So what I'm going to do is little bit alteration in that. What are all the alteration I'm going to do is WY is equal to PQ. I'm going to bring one WY. That means a line from Y. Already we have a triangle XYZ. Correct? So in that, I'm going to draw a line from Y to W. Okay. Next, I'm going to draw a line from X to W which intersects YZ in such a way that WYZ should be equal to Q. This is my construction. So the last side, let us join that also. So now what we got? We got another triangle. Triangle name WYZ. Okay. Did we reach the figure? Yes, we reached. Now, next. Now what I have to prove? First thing, what I have to prove? I just want one angle from here and one angle from there should be equal. Okay. So, but what I have created one more new triangle. If I am not able to compare the person who I have to go to as a destination, so what I will do? I'll create one thing. I will compare with me. Then I will tell that if he and he are equal, then I will be equal. Is it right? I'm telling again. a person, I have to compare. I have to tell that I am and that person are equal. But directly I cannot tell. So I'm bringing one more person and I'm telling I and that another person, new person are equal. That new person and that person, the destination, both are equal. So we both are equal. It will be confusing, but let us see the theorem. So now I'm not going to concentrate on my original XYZ. I'm going to concentrate on my new triangle which I have created. Okay, so in that triangle PQR and WYZ, already as per my construction, PQ is equal to YZ, right? And also I have constructed my triangle in such a way that angle Q should be equal to angle Y, right? Then what is the next thing I want? I have a side, I have an angle, just one side I need. I can tell that PQR is congruent to WYZ, is it right? So what I need QR is equal to YZ. Yes, it is in given. Why? Because PQR are two triangles, have all the sides equal. So QR is equal to YZ is already given. So on the basis of three side angles, I can tell that PQR is congruent to WYZ. So I'm not writing anything. I'm just looking at the figure and I am bringing my pattern. Right? Now let us write it. PQ is equal to WY as per my construction. Next, PQR is equal to WYZ. That is also my construction. Now, QR is equal to YZ, that is given because both the triangles have equal corresponding sides. On the basis of SAS, I am telling that my given triangle and my constructed triangle are congruent. So from this, what are we going to tell? Nothing. If these Q and Y equal, I have constructed, other two angles are there, right? So I can compare that now. So my P becomes W, right? So my P angle and my W angle are equal and my R angle and Z angle are equal. By who? By CPCT. Okay, next. So now I am reaching the position where I can tell that my another given triangle is congruent. Okay, so for that, now I have compared, let us see the previous one first. Now I have compared my given triangle and my constructed triangle. Now I have to compare my constructed triangle and my destination triangle, right? Let us see that next. In that, what we are going to see is WYX, that means XYW triangle we are going to take. In XYW, my construction PQ is equal to YZ, but already they have given PQ is equal to XY. Can you see what is that? It's a two-side equal triangle. So immediately your brain, what it should tell? Yes, it is an isosceles triangle. If it is an isosceles triangle, their angles should be equal. Is it right? Since WY is equal to PQ and PQ is equal to XY, WY is equal to XY. Since sides are equal, their angles are equal, right? Let us see in the writing. PQ is equal to WY by construction, and next PQ is equal to XY, which is given, and next therefore WY is equal to XY. So it leads to the isosceles triangle. So we can tell that angle 1 is equal to angle 2. Like the same wise, it is like symmetry, right? The same one, other side is also there. So I can tell without thinking, I can tell that angle 4 and angle 3 are equal. Is it right? Now I am reaching my destination slowly. Now here 2 is equal to 1 and 4 is equal to 3. If I add 1 plus 3, who I can compare? 2 plus 4. So this 1 plus 3 reaches where? X, and 2 plus 4 reaches where? W. Right? Just now before I have proved that angle W is equal to angle P. Okay? Angle W is equal to angle P. Now I am telling angle W is equal to angle X. That means angle X is equal to angle P. Right? Now I have reached my destination. W is equal to P by first. Next, W is equal to X by second. Now last, P and X are equal. That's all. That is how we came to the position that side angle side, side angle side are equal. It leads to the position SAS congruency. That's all. We reached the destination, congruent. Okay, we started with sides are equal, but we reached the place where the triangles are congruent. So let us see. Triangle PQR and triangle XYZ. That was the original triangle which we got. Is it right? So in that, PQ is equal to XY, PR is equal to XZ, and angle P is equal to angle is X. That is what we found in this. Right? See, PQ is equal to XY, angle P is equal to X, PR is equal to XZ. That is how the triangle is congruent. This is the very, very happiest word to write, Appa. Really. Hence proved. When we will reach that hence proved, we will think that. Is it right? So, let us see the next one. Next also theorem. We have to be hence proved. So, RHS. What is meant by RHS? R, right angle. H, hypotenuse. S, any one side. So, here the name itself telling right angle. That means there is a triangle will have a 90 as a 1 degree. So, let us see the theorem. If in two triangles, the hypotenuse and one side of one triangle are equal to the hypotenuse and one side of the other triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. Okay? In two right triangle, they didn't give the angle is a 90 degree. They didn't give, but indirectly they have given two right triangles. Right triangles means immediately we must draw two right angled triangles. Okay, so we have two right angled triangles, one right angled at B and another one right angled at E. And then what they are telling, the hypotenuse. You know who is the hypotenuse? The person who is standing opposite to the 90 degree, right? Who is standing opposite to the 90 degree? AC. So here AC is the hypotenuse, here DF is the hypotenuse. So they are telling the hypotenuse and any one side are equal, then the triangle is congruent. Okay, so let us, without seeing this, let us see and tell the theorem from here. If in two right angled triangle, a hypotenuse and one of the side are equal, then the two triangles are congruent. Let us see the proof. It's very, very easy one. See, here 90 degree right angle. So immediately wherever the 90 degree right angle triangle comes, immediately one person will running and come and stand there. Who is that? Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras equation. You can tell whatever the name. Pythagoras, whatever it is. These English names we never understand how to mention it. So next. See, two triangles ABC and DEF are there and both are right angled triangles. Right angled triangle means we have to use the Pythagoras theorem. So how to use that Pythagoras theorem? What is it? I don't know. What's the Pythagoras theorem? In a right angled triangle, square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the square of the other two sides. I'm telling again, in a right angled triangle, square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the square of the other two sides. Do we have to memorize that? No. Just write in triangle ABC, who is the hypotenuse? AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. This is what I said. In a right angle triangle, hypotenuse square is equal to sum of the square of the other two sides. Okay, so let us see the next one. For here, DF square is equal to DE square plus EF square. Okay, now I am going to bring it once. Let us see how. Do I want AC square? No, I don't want, because in the theorem itself already they have given AC is equal to DF. So I don't want. Who I want? I want to talk about AB. I'm having AB square. Keep the AB square one side and bring everyone other side. So AC square minus BC square. Okay, here also same thing. Keep DE one side, DE square one side, DF square minus EF square. So as per the given, hypotenuse are equal. So AC square I can write as DF square. AC square can be rewritten as DF square. BC square can be rewritten as EF square. But DF square minus EF square is what? DE square. Write him there. So what they are telling? AB square is equal to DE square. Take out the square root. Take a square root. So it becomes AB is equal to DE. So first we started with only the two sides are equal. Now we have reached the third side is also equal. By SSS congruency we can prove that if a right angle triangle is there and the hypotenuse and other one side is equal, then the two triangles are congruent. Easily we can prove it. It's very easy. Really, it's very easy. Let us see. I see you can understand this. Angle B and angle E are 90 degrees. Next, hypotenuse is equal. Next, one side is equal. So we have to prove two triangles are congruent. So for that, what we are going to do? So first proof in the triangle ABC by Pythagoras theorem, we are going to write AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square, and I am going to rewrite as AB square is equal to AC square minus BC square. I am going to repeat the same thing for that another triangle DEF. Okay, in right triangle DEF by Pythagoras theorem, DF square is equal to DE square plus EF square. Just rewrite it accordingly. DE square is equal to DF square minus EF square. And by previous triangle we have this. AC can be rewritten by DF and BC can be rewritten by EF. So it leads to the AB is equal to DE. So this is under our preliminary work. This is our original work. So in triangle ABC and DEF, we have AB is equal to DE, BC is equal to EF, AC is equal to DF. By SSS congruency rule, we can tell that both the triangles are congruent. So hence proved. Okay, write this word at last. We proved or not? We proved. Okay, shall we? I think you understood this. Here, let us do some solvables. In this, what they have what is the question? First read it. Okay, what are all the things it's coming into your mind? Write it in a side. Then just look at the figure and solve it. Then you can write in a pattern. Let us see. Two sides AB and BC and a median AM of one triangle ABC are respectively equal to sides PQ and QR and median PN of a triangle PQR. That means here they are easily I can see that I have two triangles and I have a median, right? And one more thing they have said that two triangles AB and BC are equal to sides and the median of a other triangle. That means two triangles are there. AB and BC. AB and BC are equal to PQ and QR, and one more person is there. Who is that? Median AM is equal to PN. Okay, median means it should come to your brain that median is the one thing which starts from the vertex and reaches its midpoint of the opposite side. Right? You have to clear with that concept. Then only you can finish this sum. So in that, what I have to prove? I have to prove ABM. These small triangles are congruent and the big triangles are congruent. That means triangle ABM is congruent to PQN. Is the first one. Next one, ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. Okay, so let us see. So first itself I told what we have to do. So what is the given? AB is equal to PQ and AM is equal to PN. Okay, so two things they have given. I just need one more person to prove my congruency. I don't want to take too much. They have given one hint in that. They told that AM is a median. Median means it should touch the midpoint. That means BM should be equal to MC, right? That means BM should be equal to MC should be equal to half of BC. Right? The same thing applies here. QN is equal to NR is equal to half of QR. Right? In the question what they have given, BC is equal to QR. Now half of BC should be equal to half of QR. Then half of BC and half of QR is BM and QN. So my last side is also equal. So by SSS congruency, I can easily prove that my small triangles are congruent. By this, anyhow I'm using it or not, my CPCT will tell, oh, all the angles are equal, appa. Put that. Yes, my all angles are equal. So angle B is equal to angle Q, angle BAM is equal to angle QPN, angle N is equal to angle M. Okay, so by writing what and all it will come, let us see. Given AB is equal to PQ, BC and QR are equal. So from that I can tell BM and QN are equal. Next, see, BM is equal to CM is equal to half BC. Next, why I am telling? Because AM is the median. So like that, PN is a median. So I will get QN is equal to half of QR. So next, what I have to prove? ABM. We told already. So what and all I have? BC is equal to QR. So half of BC is equal to half of QR. So BM is equal to QN. BM is equal to QN. Next, ABM and PQN. AB is equal to PQ. AM is equal to PN. Just now I proved that BM is equal to QN. So by side SSS congruency, both triangles are congruent. So the next one what I have to prove? I have to prove both the big triangles are congruent. So in this they have given one side AB is equal to PQ and BC is equal to QR. Just now I have told from the previous proof angle B is equal to angle Q. So now who is coming for the help? Angle side. SAS congruency. Easily I can prove that both the triangles are congruent. Now ABC congruent to PQR. That is what I have to prove. AB is equal to PQ, already given. Angle B is equal to Q, that is what I have found. Next, BC is equal to QR. By SAS congruency, I can prove that both the triangles are congruent, hence proved. Next one, this is the very easiest question, I think. ABC is an isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle means two sides equal, so the two angles are equal. So look at the diagram. AP is drawn perpendicular, and one more hint they have given perpendicular. Perpendicular means 90 degree, right? So I have to tell that angle B should be equal to angle C. In that everything is given. So B is in ABP triangle, C is in ACP triangle, right? So in triangle ABP, AB is equal to AC, right? Then here angle also 90, here also 90. AP is common standing there. So my RHS tells that both the triangles are congruent, right? Let us see the proof. Given AB and AC are equal and AP is perpendicular to BC. So I will get the angle as 90 degrees. Okay. Next, to prove angle B is equal to angle C, what I am going to tell? My AB is equal to AC and the angles are 90 degree and AP is standing common. So by RHS congruency, I can tell that both the triangles are congruent and hence it is proved. So by this we finish our session and let us see the assignment. Okay. Looking it is very big, but really it is very easy to do. Just try it. We will see in the next session. Okay. Thank you. Sairam.